Bust in from everywhere.
Yo,
what's up, man? How you doing? Doing all right?
Doing good. My wife's a big follower of yours on Facebook.
I'm live right now. I've got almost 600 people on here.
I'll give you a chance to, like, if you want to convince me to vote for Donald Trump, I'll totally give you a chance if you just keep it on.
1 second, I'll talk. Yeah, we'll keep it on live. We can talk. Just 1 second. Stay, hang right there.
Where you go with that Planned Parenthood? She's a big
Yep.
follower.
I go up there every week.
We're going to make a ride up our Fellowship Riders.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
We'll make a ride. The pastor already said he was going to.
Fellowship Riders from Lenore are going to come up and stand with us one day at the abortion clinic, guys. So here we are. Love to have you, man. We'd be honored to stand with you guys. It'd be awesome. So thank you. We'll go over and talk to this dude so we can get anything out of him.
Probably not.
Probably not. What's up, man? You're the guy from Morgantown, right? I forgot your name. What's your name again?
Ace.
What is it?
Ace.
Ace? Ace. All right. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Derrick Evans. Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. So why is it that you support Elizabeth Warren?
Why? Because, one, I think that I don't like to vote for a candidate who said that he could grab women by the vaginas just because he's a celebrity.
Okay.
I would never vote for a person who has that kind of character traits.
Okay.
I would never vote for someone who's lied 10,000 times, over 10,000 times since his presidency in 2 years. That's like more than several lies a day.
So do you support abortion?
Huh?
Do you support abortion?
I don't support. I'm pro.
You're pro-life?
I'm pro-life.
Well,
no.
Elizabeth Warren is pro-abortion.
She's not pro-abortion.
She is.
She's not pro-abortion. She's pro-choice.
That's pro-abortion.
That's not exactly the case.
That is. You're either pro-life or you're pro-abortion. She's pro-abortion.
I don't agree with you.
Well, those are the facts.
I don't know if that's the facts. You can be trying to make abortions less likely, but know that it's a very complicated decision.
It's not a complicated decision. It's a human life. It deserves a chance to live. There's nothing complicated about that.
Well, what about the woman's life if she's her life is in
Less
danger?
than 1% of all abortions are for the life of the mother.
Well, what if I'm just saying? So in that case,
I support it in that particular instance. Yes,
you support it. You support it in that.
Yes.
So you might be. So
no.
why do you support the woman's life in that case, but not in the baby's case?
What do you mean?
So like, why not like be completely pro-life in that case? Like, why say like, kill the woman? In that case, save the baby.
Well, no. If a woman's life is in danger, I would support the right to do that.
Aren't they equal? So I'm just saying it's not that clear cut.
Because most of those are an ectopic pregnancy where the baby cannot survive to viability anyways. I don't consider that abortion. Statistically, they do. The baby cannot survive to viability on its own anyways, and the mother will for sure die. So they're both going to die. So we might as well save the mother.
Some people, but you're
those
pro-life.
Are facts.
You're pro-life,
100% pro-life. Life begins at conception.
Good. And all life is equal, right?
Yes.
Then why do you support cutting aid to all the countries where everybody who God has created is dying right now?
Because we can't handle supporting the entire world. We got our own problems in our own country to handle. If everything is taken care of here in America, then I would support giving aid to other countries.
I support people. I mean, I'm a consistent pro-life. I can support the life of unborn children, but I support the life of children elsewhere. People elsewhere, like what in your faith, like do you support pro-life because of your faith?
I support pro-life for that and humanitarian reasons, my faith and humanitarian reasons, both.
I do too, right?
But it's not the government's job. It's not the government's job to be charity. That is our job as human beings to promote charity.
It's not the government's job to say what a woman should do on that value. It is not.
It's not. You're right. If a woman wants to go cut her kidney out, you're correct. She has the right to do that. Nobody will protest that.
Okay.
She does not have the right to take the life of another human being without that human being's consent, which is an infant baby. They don't have the right to do that.
But you just said that they do.
They do not.
If the baby
that is self-defense. If she's going to die, that could be argued as self-defense.
I think but I'm saying and we can go on to a different issue.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we're going to agree with that.
Agree exactly.
Okay.
But back to your point about aid for other countries. It's not the government's job. Is not charity. Unfortunately, the Democrats have turned the government's job into charity, but it's not the government's job.
We are a privileged. We're a privileged country. We are blessed by God, and God Jesus clearly says that feed the poor.
Okay, start a nonprofit organization and go do that.
Huh?
Start a nonprofit organization. And go do that. That's a Trump train right there. That's a Trump train all aboard.
Going away. It's never done anything.
Yeah, hauling rock and coal out of here that our people mine and making money off of, giving jobs to people. You're right. That she doesn't support. She's against that.
No. She supports jobs.
She's against coal, which is what is our industry here in West Virginia is all about.
Coal miner.
In southern West Virginia.
She's pro coal miner.
No, she's not.
No, has Trump supported the pensions of coal miners here?
She is not pro coal.
Yeah, has he supported the coal pensions?
She is not pro coal.
Has he supported the pensions of coal miners?
That I don't know. I'm not going to speak on anything that I don't know about.
So
but she's not pro coal.
So he's not pro coal miner.
She's not pro-coal.
He's not pro-coal miner.
He might not be. I disagree with you.
I support the people who mine the coal, not the physical
How
coal
can you
itself.
support them if you want them to lose their job? How's that supporting them?
How are you going to support them if you're cutting their pensions?
They at least have a job. And
They
I don't think
don't.
anybody supports cutting pensions of coal miners. My grandfather's a coal miner.
Yeah, well, Donald Trump has not supported the pensions of coal miners.
Is he the one that cut them?
Huh?
Is he the one that cut them?
He hasn't funded them.
He hasn't cut them.
He has cut them.
He did not cut them.
The part of what
No.
coal miners get is through Medicaid,
No.
and he has voted for cut Medicaid.
He did not.
Do you want to go and look at that, whether he's cut Medicaid?
Maybe, I don't know about that.
Whether his budgets have proposed to cut Medicaid?
Well, first of all, we have way too many people living off the government, and it's not the government's job to provide charity to people. And so we do need to cut some of these programs, and also close
But
up
I'm
the
just saying,
loopholes
you
to stopping
can't-
people from abusing them. So I support him on that.
So you support cutting health care for coal miners?
I support cutting health care for freeloaders who want to take my tax dollars and go.
Sure.
I do not support Obamacare. That's what you're getting at. I don't support Obamacare.
Okay, but
I do not support her
So there
Medicare for all programs that she's promoting. I don't support those issues.
There are 185,000 West Virginians who got health care through the
Okay.
Medicaid extension.
And there was another.
Would you cut all their health care?
And there's another 1.5 million whose taxes and premiums went up because of Obamacare.
That's not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Definitely is. Yes, it is.
Costs of healthcare
Small
have
businesses
gone down.
have cut jobs
Cost of
hours.
healthcare, you can look at it. Cost of healthcare has gone down.
No.
Because healthcare is not. Healthcare is a very basic thing. If you look at other countries' healthcare is.
Then move. Go to another country.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm making an argument for you. Like.
You're going to use Canada as an example, I'm guessing.
In every country, other country, they have higher mortality rates, higher infant mortality rates, because they have health care for everybody. Healthcare should be a fundamentally. So why is it that in the richest country in the world, people shouldn't have basic health care?
They can. They can go get a job. They can support themselves and get insurance like everybody else. And before Obamacare was introduced, if you had a medical emergency, you could go to the emergency room and get treated for free.
Guess who?
For free.
Guess who paid?
We already
for
had that.
Guess
Taxpayers.
Taxpayers. Paid
Exactly.
for that, which is higher. But that's
No,
the same thing.
it's
Yeah.
not.
You want to know what I
No,
went
it's
to an
not.
emergency room? You know how much it
Our
cost me?
premiums went way up.
You know how much it cost me when I went to the emergency room for one night? $30,000.
Okay.
That
Do you
emergency room
realize
does
that when
cost-
somebody has a medical emergency, a serious surgery, medical issue from another country, these socialist Medicare for all countries like
I don't think
Canada,
that's true.
they come
But
to
what-
America to get
what-
their surgery because
what-
we have the best doctors and the best healthcare system
What-
in the world,
That's
and
not-
you liberals and socialists want to change that.
I don't know if
It's
I'm
insane.
not labeling you, but if you want to label me, that's totally fine.
Well, I mean,
I'm not a liberal.
You're not
I am a liberal.
okay,
I'm progressive.
so there we go.
I am
You're
progressive.
liberal, okay. And
But I'm not
that's
a
fine.
socialist.
Own
I'm a
it. It's
capitalist.
fine. I'm a conservative.
Okay.
It's okay if you call me a conservative.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's okay.
I don't care.
So you're a conservative, so you want to cut, you want to make sure that the government lives within its means.
Correct.
What part of a $50 billion wall makes sense in that? Can you
That
explain
that is a national security issue.
Why is that a national security
Why is
issue?
it? What do you mean?
Right now
There's people
particularly?
invading our country right now, bringing
Invading?
drugs. Yeah, it's an invasion. To illegally enter a country.
Those children in cages are invading.
Oh
the
my God!
country?
First of all, Obama put those children in cages as well. Number one, yes, he did. The pictures floating around social media.
They created
The picture
more-
that was going around on social media was from Obama's presidency.
okay,
number
let's-
one. Number two,
That are not-
it doesn't matter if they're 12 or if they're 30. If they're breaking in our country illegally, they're illegal. That's all there is to it. And guess what? If you got a kid, I got a kid.
Yeah, I got
if
a
me
kid.
and you go and commit a crime right now, if me and you go over here down the road here and rob a bank, guess what? We broke the law, and guess what's going to happen? We're going to be separated from our child. Correct?
But
So
our
why
child
should those
is-
people?
Our child is not going to get put in a cage.
So why? There's nowhere else
That's
to put them. They're here
They're-
illegally. And
Yes,
guess what?
there
You're
is.
right. If I have a 14-year-old or a 12-year-old who goes and robs a bank, guess where they go? They go to jail. They go to jail. They got juvenile detention centers, and I got kids, American kids in juvenile detention centers all across this country. They don't get special treatment because they're foreign. Because they're illegal.
Because they're foreign?
Because they're foreign.
Would you put a 4-year-old in jail?
Because they're foreign.
But I know,
said.
but would you put a 4-year-old in jail, which is what they've done?
That is not what they've done.
They have
They
done
are
that.
in
There's
detention
pictures.
centers.
Go in
Those are in detention centers.
They're
Big
separated from.
difference.
Would you separate your kid at a 4-year-old kid from a parent? Without.
If I break the law, I don't have a choice whether my child is separated from me or not. I'm going to jail, and they're either going to contact the closest family who's in America,
Yeah.
and if there's not anyone, then they go to a center of some sort, just like those people. They don't have family here because they're here illegally. So they are sent to a detention center, a center to be taken care of until they can
They're not
get
taking
the.
it.
They're fed, they're watered, they're clothed, they're here illegal.
They're
They broke the
separated
law.
in a cage.
If you really care about your kid, why would you take him on a crime spree?
Huh? Because again, I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Christ's directive to us as Christians is
agree with
very
you on
clear.
that. Yep.
You welcome the immigrants. You feed the homeless.
Not true. God told Nehemiah to build a wall.
Not Nehemiah. Talk about what Jesus said in Matthew.
God instructed him to build a wall to protect their country.
I'm just saying, look at what Jesus said
Yes.
in Matthew. Read it to me.
Yes,
and tell
follow
me
the law.
No.
He did.
He said, feed the homeless.
Okay.
He said, feed the homeless, accept the immigrants.
At what point?
But I'm just saying, that's a Christian thing.
You're right.
That's my
At
Christian
what
belief.
point did he say for the government to do that?
Huh?
At what point in the Bible did he say for the government to step in and
Government
do that?
is in the
He
same
did not
way,
step in and do that. He told you to do that and me to do that and individuals.
In the same way that you want the government to stop abortions, in the same way that you want the government to tell women what to do and set a law for that, that's the same way. A government is a manifestation of what the individual values of a society are.
Okay.
So if an individual values of our society are to put kids in cages.
So you support open borders?
Huh?
You support open borders?
I don't support open borders, but I don't support an $8 billion wall.
Hold on,
that you can just wait. So if you put a wall up there, can't people just get a ladder and climb over it?
So why do we have walls and fences around prisons if they don't work?
Huh? We also have other things around prisons.
Okay, and we will also have other things around our border, other than just
all around the walls?
Not all around, to be fewer guards, because we have a wall that would help stop that. It's proven to work. El Paso, yes, it has. It cut down on the illegal crossings by 90%. It sure has. Those are facts, sir.
Let
me ask you this:
if that wall in El Paso
you do support open borders, or you don't?
Huh? I don't support open borders. I support a humane immigration system.
So how many people? Hold on. How many people do you think we should let in?
Huh?
How many people do you think we should let into our country?
I think that we should have more immigration judges.
How many?
Huh?
How many people should we let come into our country?
I think the regular that.
Should we let 1 billion come in?
There's not 9 billion.
1 billion. Should we let 1 billion people come in? There's a billion people who'd like to come here.
I don't think it's.
What's your number?
I'm saying that there should be an immigration policy.
What's your number on people who should be allowed to come in our country, immigrate?
I think probably.
Give me a number.
I don't know. I'd have to actually look at the facts to see what. No, I'd have to look at the facts to see.
500 million?
No, I'd have to look at the facts to see how many people have come in.
Is a million enough?
But the
Could
point
you tell me
is,
that?
but the point is, I would have a humane immigration system where people would come, they would talk.
Here's my point, though. No matter what number you say, if there's still, and you cut that off, say you say 500 million should come in. Well, what about there's 600 million people want to come in.
But hold
on.
You know why they're
let me
coming,
finish.
though? You know why they're coming?
Let me finish.
Okay.
You're saying that, let's just say that you say 500 million, and there's 600 million want to come in. At a certain point, your humanitarian immigration stuff will have to be cut off, because we can't let everybody in this country, or we will fall ourselves. So at a certain point, we have to say no more. So what would you do at that point?
I don't think a wall will do it. I think that you have to invest in why they're coming right now is that we specifically
give them free stuff when they come over.
No, we don't give them
free show to come on over.
No, because their lives are in danger in the countries.
They're not in danger.
They are. In danger.
No, they're not.
That's factually they are.
No.
Factually they are.
People in Mexico's lives are in danger.
People in Honduras' lives are in danger. People in El Salvador's lives are in danger.
People in LA's lives are in danger. People here in Kermit, West Virginia's lives are in danger with no coal mines and no jobs for them. Their lives are in danger.
That's why I think that we should have an actual jobs policy.
I think we should take care of our American citizens first, and then if there's anything left over, then we can talk about other people.
I think we can do much more. I think we can do our Americans' lives and other people's lives.
But which should come first?
I think the fact that we've given
which should come first?
What's that?
Which should come first, American citizens or illegal immigrants?
I mean, if people are in this country and American citizens should go first. But that's to say
that good. We agree on that.
Richest country in the world, we don't have enough compassion and resources to, if you look at Jeff Bezos, if you look at some of the billionaires, if we take some of those resources, there would be plenty of money.
No, you start taking their resources. You know what they're going to do? They're going to put that money in offshore accounts somewhere else, and we're going to lose all of that money.
Okay, then regulate that too. Prevent them.
You can't do that. It's another country. Yeah, you can't regulate other countries. It's not a world one government yet.
You can regulate people's incomes.
I know. Democrats want one world governments, but we don't. We don't have that yet.
You can tax Jeff Bezos at a high rate.
How much has he already taxed at? Do you know? Huh? What's his percentage he's already taxed?
I think his percent. And so this is not from me. This is Warren Buffett, who is the third richest person.
What's the tax bracket?
Who's the third richest person in the country, and he says that he is taxed at the same percentage as the secretary.
What would you tax somebody at?
I think if
the
you
rich.
Go back
what percentage do you think the rich should be taxed?
You mean billionaires or rich people? Billionaires?
Billionaires. What do you think they should be taxed?
I would tax them at 90%.
90%. You would take 90% of their income.
I would take 90%
because they're rich.
Because
they're rich?
Because they're.
What about rich people in general?
Because they've benefited from American education, American
What about
roads,
rich people in
American
general?
consumers, American military.
What about rich people in general? What about rich people in general? One more question. Rich people in general, what would you tax them at?
Give me an income bracket.
Well, here's the thing. We are the richest people in the world. Are you going to give up 90% of your money to give to people in Ethiopia?
Huh?
Are you going to give up 90% of your income to give to a family in Ethiopia? Because you're one of the richest people in the world. You're in America, the greatest country in the world. We both are.
I think we should give aid to
Are you going to give 90% of your money? Because we're in the top 1% of the world, me and you both. Are you going to give 90% of your income away?
I think that
You're not going to. We both know you're not going to give away 90% of your income.
Well, I think it should be.
You won't do it. You would be mad if someone would take 90% of your income.
We can talk about like what the percentage should be, but it's somewhere.
What percentage of your income are you going to give away to people in Ethiopia?
I would give like if it was to that point, yes.
No, right now it is that point. What would you give?
We're a country. So if the globe were a country, I think that we should tax
your
90%
personal income, 90%.
If we were a globe or a country, yeah, I would tax 90%.
But you're wanting us to give money to people in other countries.
Yeah.
So why don't you start taking 90% of your paycheck? 90%.
I don't give 90%.
Then you're a hypocrite.
No.
Then you're a hypocrite. Yes, you are.
Because we're not a global country.
You are a hypocrite. But you're wanting us to prop up these other countries with our tax dollars, but you're not willing to do it with your money. Me and you are in the top 1% of the richest people in the world. Everybody here is in the top 1% richest people in the world. Take 90% of your money and give it to people in Ethiopia, or you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
Huh?
You're a hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite.
You are.
This was nice.
Nice talking to you, man. Have a good day. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't want to give up 90% of his money, but he wants to take 90% of our money to give to other people. Everybody here, we're in America, we're the top 1% richest people in the world. They want to tax the 1%, well, let's start with ourselves. Then all of a sudden they don't want to do that. They want, which I don't support it either. You know what I mean? I'll just clarify, I don't either.
Government is, they have a reputation for making sure money is spent correctly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, we can trust them, right?
And we're going to let them have my money.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
More of our money.
Let me decide what.
The people
I'll give it to St. Jude's. I'll give it to my family members.
Exactly.
I don't want them giving it to some foreign country.
Exactly. And we got people here in our own country who need it.
So that the government can have it. They don't give it to the people.
Exactly.
They do not give a dime.
You're absolutely right. That's why every time they raise taxes, the budgets go up.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. Preach it, girl.
She told me she's leaving if I get on my soapbox.
Good. Get on your soapbox. Look, I got 630 people on here right now. They'd love to hear your soapbox. You got a platform right now. Go ahead and sing it to the mountains. So, guys, share the video. Get it out. We're here waiting on Pocahontas to show up here in Kermit, West Virginia. And she's here trying to pander us for votes and doesn't care about us at the end of the day. We all know that's true. And most of these people are not even from here, not even from Mingo County or Wayne County or Logan or any of these places. They're all bussed in from different places. You got people from.
I'm from here actually.
You from Mingo County?
I'm from the next county over.
Logan County? Oh, Kentucky, Martin County, I guess. Awesome, man. Nice to meet you, sir. So, what brought you out here? I would much rather talk to people who are from here, even if you support her. That's okay. We can respectfully.
Well, I'm developing an aquaponics project here in Kermit, so we'll be creating about a dozen jobs by taking a former coal mine site and turning it into a mix
about
of.
That. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Good stuff right there. I definitely support that 100% and think it's awesome. Tell everybody kind of what you got going on here. We got about 600 people on here. Tell everybody about your little aquaponics thing, which was awesome, and we need to get that stuff going here.
Yeah, it's part of the AML pilot program where Congress has appropriated funds to be able to be used on old mining impacted lands. This is a project we actually dreamed up back in 2016. It's finally being constructed. You can go check it out on the way out of town. There's a huge crew right by the Red Caboose if you go south of here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, back toward...
on the left-hand side there?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Ain't that where the original old school drug bust took place in that general area too? Back in like the 60s or 70s or whatever?
I don't know the history that well.
I got you.
You can ask Mr. Sparks, the mayor. I'm sure he can tell you about it. And I'm here today just because, well, heck, it's not often that a presidential candidate comes
to
Kermit, West Virginia. And I think we should support people who want to diversify the economy in this region. I think coal is great. We'll always have coal to some extent as a part of the economy. But we can't be so fixated on it as the end-all be-all. Because
I agree with that.
Metallurgical coal will continue to be viable for some time. Steam coal for power generation, it's not because of Obama's war on coal, it's because of the price of natural gas and the long-term projections of utility companies.
Well, government subsidies is why those other industries, solar and wind, are so much cheaper than coal, is because of government subsidies. You take the government subsidies,
I'm talking about natural gas.
Natural gas is different, and I support all
natural gas is by far the biggest
resources.
reason that coal is no longer viable for steam generation.
But steam generation, I could see that.
Wind and solar are like this much of the equation. Gas is like this much.
I agree with that.
Because it's cheaper. It's just economics.
But that's starting to go back up now too. The gas is to start
but compared to the extraction of the remaining reserves of steam coal in this region, it's just not. I mean, the only thing keeping this region alive right now is China. China buying metallurgical coal.
Well, and I don't know, the local steel mills are picking back up because we're using our coal here to make special metals. West Virginia Steel, all those places down there have hired hundreds of people in the last little bit.
I'd say that's 0.5% compared to what China and India are buying.
Oh, I probably agree with that.
So I think
we'll talk a little bit though. That way we don't interrupt these people. But I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about what you got going on with the aquaponics thing. I think it's awesome. Thank you. Nice talking to you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's go.
Senator Warren
Excuse me, guys.
wanted to visit our beautiful little town to perhaps provide assistance and to maybe work on a solution to the opioid and other drug crisis that not only affects the small town of Kermit, but is a nationwide problem. And all of us here in attendance, I'm sure, if we were very honest, can say that we have known someone, we do know someone, we lost a loved one, or we're losing a loved one. There are children being without parents, in foster care, being raised by grandparents, that directly is a result of drug use, and in particular, opioid use. So that is why Kermit. And at this time, it's my privilege, and I want y'all to make them feel very welcome, to introduce Senator Elizabeth Warren.
Welcome here in Kermit. It's good to see you. Hello, Kermit. I'm here today. Thank you very much, Tammy, for the introduction.